Hello and welcome to another update video about Bitcoin. Bitcoin's chart continues to be in the same posture on the daily time frame. Here we haven't got any changes, but we're about to see a potential breakout. And the breakout point I shouldn't say breakout point because, it could be that it just slightly overshoots, comes down again. But the previous swing high, that's the 2024 high, is located at around 49K. So a break above that level could send it higher to the 50K region. And the thing is, at the moment, and that's still my view, we still only see a three-wave move to the upside. Now, that doesn't mean it's bearish, absolutely not. I hope that doesn't come across that way. But it means the risk is still that we dip back into the yellow support zone. It's basically two wave counts that we are following here at the moment primarily. Okay, again, below 35K, I have to change the assumption, but as long as we're holding above 35K, we can forget about what is underneath. And the 35K level is basically the threshold that would make the current main thesis far less likely. And my current assumption is that this is the white structure that's unfolding, basically that wave 4 either ended here on the 23rd of January. That's my primary scenario at the moment until the market proves that's not the case. And we know when that's proven, like by looking at the support levels on the hourly chart. And in the alternative here on the daily time frame, this wave 4 is still unfolding. But the main thesis is the white count. Okay, so if the wave 4 is finished or is still unfolding, doesn't matter so much from a trading point of view, primarily, or from a trend point of view, because as long as we're holding the 35K level, this is the important level for this assumption, for this wave count. The wave count on the daily will really only change below 35K. And it wouldn't be bearish if I would allow for a deeper pullback in an overall uptrend. So that's what I'm watching. 35K is the key threshold. And literally until we have a 5-wave move up, we have a range here. We have a range that can be traded like between support, which is here, and resistance, in which we currently are. Okay, so we have a bit of a trading range, and it could actually do this for quite some time. And there are many corrective patterns that would fit in here. Yeah, only when we get 5 waves, and I don't know if people realize, but that's the main purpose of getting watching for 5 waves. Only when we get 5 waves, we get a different range. Because when we get 5 waves, then we do this, and we're watching for the next 3-wave pullback. Okay. And then we have a different support area that will be here, and we're climbing the stairs, and we have a different range. As long as we only see 3 waves, it doesn't really matter how high we go. We're still bound by this main support level. And therefore, we are watching 2 scenarios or potentials on the smaller time frame within this main thesis. And in the primary scenario, we use the white subwave structure, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And in the orange one, the wave 4 is still unfolding, and we're dealing with an A, B, C structure. And then if we take a look at the shorter time frame, you can see the detailed wave count here. That's the 1-hour chart. You see the support area, and we also see some micro support levels and the detailed wave count. So in the white count, as you can see, we should still probably see 2 more highs. Okay. Basically, the orange and the white count, the subdivision here is completely the same. So I haven't called them out separately. They're just completely the same, which means that the move from the 23rd of January low here to the high on the 30th of January, that was either an A wave or a wave 1. The pullback was either a B wave or a wave 2. And I'm now watching for a C wave or a 3rd wave to the upside. The subdivision shows that we've completed only 3 waves. In reality, there are quite a few ways how this can be labeled. So, there could always be another 1-2 setup hidden in here. I usually try to stick to what's clear, and it suggests that one more 4-5 pattern is likely. Yeah. If we take a look at it, visually, from a Fibonacci extension point of view, this in orange ABC structure could be complete. Okay, so we usually say that a C wave reaches, that's the first target only, right? But typically reaches the 100% extension level. And that's been reached, I think, already last week. So yeah, here at 47,565. However, first of all, a C, so A, B, C, and the leg to the upside should be the C wave. A C wave is typically a 5-wave move. And I cannot count 5 waves yet. I see a 1, a 2, and 3, and a 4, 5 is still missing. Also, the 100% extension level is really only the first target. A C wave can also easily extend to the 1.236 or even the 1.618 extension at 51.5K. So please be aware of that. So we have reached minimum expectations, but the C wave still technically isn't full. But doesn't mean it couldn't turn around. It can, but the potential is still there for another high. So it's not yet a time to be, well, it's time to be, cautious potentially. If you bought down there in the box just to trade the move up, we're obviously now just below resistance. I think we should still see another 4-5 pattern at least in the B wave. But bear in mind, it can always be a WXY. That again is at the moment not the primary scenario or anything that I'm primarily watching for. But in a WXY pattern, the top could be in, because the move up here would only be a 3-wave move. That's a bit difference between an ABC, in which the C wave is a 5-wave move, and we basically need one more high, and a WXY. You never know if it's a WXY. It can always fail early. But exactly because of that, we're tracking the support region. And my first indication that really a lasting top, or not lasting top, but a substantial top in at least the B wave is in. Maybe something more bearish, but probably the B wave. That's what I'm following. Would be a break below 44,660, below micro support. And that would be an indication that we're coming down on wave C. Until then, the orange count as well as the white count can be followed, because in both we would expect at least one more high. Here in the very short term now, it looks as if we are still in this wave 3 here. Wave 3 in white, or wave 3 of 3 in white, or wave 3 of C in orange. But I cannot rule out further extensions higher in this ascending wedge pattern or even a price channel. It takes really a break below this, that's new, below this structural support here, the previous swing low, the wave 4 low of the lower degree, at 46,850 roughly, this swing low here that was formed on Saturday, to suggest that this larger fall is unfolding. Until then, I mean, this could still chop a little higher in this ascending wedge or something, right? Like wave 5 here as an ending diagonal. So I'm not confirming a top in place. I think a pullback is due, it's likely, but I cannot rule out further extensions higher until we break below that red line there. That should give you all the parameters to watch for today. So I hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Also, make sure that you follow us on Instagram and Twitter for additional content. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.